Nobody like to be in my place instead of me, cause nobody go crazy when I'm banging on my boogie. I'm a king without a crown, hanging loose in a big town, but I'm a king of bongo, baby, I'm the king of bongo bong.
Well, who says Hasidim can't be funny? In a minute, we will meet Hasidic comedian Mendy Pellin live in our studio. But first, here's a sample of his work from his website. It's not YouTube, it's Chabadtube.com.
Hey there, welcome to the third season of the Mendy Report, celebrating our first anniversary. Thank you for having us in your living room, or kitchen, or office, or next to your house, taking some Wi-Fi from your neighbor. I don't know if that's kosher, but let's get straight to it. Take a look at what's coming up in this episode. A local celebrity wedding, Ehud Barak, Obama, an important shul health advisory. All that, your emails, and much more.
I think the same.
The schnauzle stops here.
What it means?
So is this kind of humor kosher?
Yes, it's definitely kosher, according to me.
According to you?
Yeah.
And you're the creator of your standards.
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, we have our standards, and in comedy, you're right on the edge, so it's kind of like a balancing act. You have big supporters, and I also have like a anti-Pellin blog and a whole... There's an
anti-Pellin blog?
Yes, yes. We got a whole world that's against me that wants to...
Yeah, why? Who wants to...
Well, they're all anonymous, but when you're dealing with humor, you know, people ask, is he allowed to say that? Is that okay to do that? You know, like everything I do is analyzed, and basically a lot of productivity at work is being lost because of me, so people are upset about that.
That's a big problem with the internet and internet humor everywhere. Now, Hasidic is a big category. You're Lubavitch?
Yes, Lubavitch.
And the press that Lubavitch generally get to everyone else is this very hyper-serious community.
Right. Well, take like Williamsburg, Borough Park, and Crown Heights. That's the biggest Hasidic, you know, funny-looking people communities with the beards and the payas. But in Williamsburg and Borough Park, it's more, they live in more like a sheltered environment, while in Crown Heights, the Lubavitcher Rebbe said we should use technology such as the, you know, internet, TV, use it to make the world a better, happier place. Mm-hmm.
So what makes people happier than comedy?
Exactly. We got to lighten up, not take ourselves too seriously. And
but your tagline, we saw it in the video, is the schnauzle stops here.
Yeah, the schnauzle.
What means?
The schnauzle stops here. You got a little sound
you got a
effect
schnauzle
there.
mug.
I got a schnauzle mug. I bring it wherever I go.
You triggered that soundbite?
No, but it worked out really well.
That's your phone, your cell phone?
Yeah, that's just an alarm, and it's off. My phone's off.
Your phone's off.
Yeah.
Judith Nathan is not calling you.
No.
Okay.
Well, I knew that he, you know, his whole strategy was not working out. He wasn't really campaigning. He was waiting, putting all his eggs in one basket. So I think that he did a lot for our community, and I wanted to like show him that we appreciate it.
Symbolically.
Yeah,
Even as you were showing him the door, you were showing him your appreciation.
I was saying goodbye, we'll miss you, but you know, we really appreciate what
Not
a
lot of comedians endorse.
Right.
Have you now gone on to John McCain?
I've gotten a lot of flack for this. I usually stay away from I mean, I'm in politics, and my mother, by the way, before I came on this show, said, Mendy, don't talk about religion or politics. That's what she said.
Which means you don't say anything.
So I can't say anything right now.
Or culture.
Or culture. We could talk about culture. But I don't get into politics as in like taking a stance. I'll make a joke out of something with satire. But Rudy, I grew up in Crown Heights. I grew up in New York, and I saw how he transformed the city and really helped us. And I wanted to say thank you. And also, there's a lot of inside jokes in that commercial. There's a lot of material, like a lot of local inside jokes. So it's very humorous for the Crown Heights community.
Like what? Is there one that you can share with outsiders?
Like, for example, it says many landmarks were closed. And I showed the mikvah, the ritual bathhouse. Has nothing to do with him, you know. A restaurant. I said restaurants closed after 9/11. That restaurant just wasn't working out and shut down. New owners are coming, you know. So it's like there's a guy in the main synagogue that's known to sleep on the front bench. So I said homelessness has grown, you know, in our country. So, you know.
Now, here, you know, you're practically home. But I heard that you went on Leno. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
What was that like?
Well, Leno is probably the biggest mensch I've ever met in Hollywood.
Really?
Yes, yes. He's a really, really nice guy.
Does he get Lubavitch?
Yeah, I think he gets it. I think he's like a fellow Lubavitcher. I was dancing with him. We farbranged. We had a little gathering the day before. We hung out for a half hour just schmoozing.
He hangs out with his guests before? You did like a rehearsal hangout?
I don't know if he does it normally with the whole writer's strike. I'm sure you were affected greatly by the writer's strike.
Oh, yes. I have a whole team of writers out there, right there. And, you saw the 3x5 green room that we had.
But you know, I think it was a lot more hands-on with his show. And, yeah, he's a great guy. And
so mainstream America seems intrigued with Mendy Pellin.
Yeah.
Now, somebody told me that you were running after our previous two guests, the Kenyan Americans. What was that about? I didn't see it out there.
Well, actually, she was on high heels, so I figured this is my opportunity to beat a Kenyan in a race.
Ah.
So if I could beat a Kenyan in a race, that's the biggest achievement you could have gained physically. So I tried to race her, but she won, even on high heels.
26 miles, though, for the marathon.
I don't know. The Kenyans could run. They could go. Go.
What's that pin you're wearing?
Oh, this is, right now on the Jewish calendar is Adar. So it's the happy month on the Jewish calendar. So actually, I have one for you there.
Are you giving me an
There
Adar
you go.
pin?
So it's the Dancing Rabbi. It's known on the Chabad telethon. I wear it all year round, because for me it's Purim every day. Every day for me is Purim. I like to joke around, not take life too seriously. And
who are you trying to reach? Other Lubavitch Hasids, or are you trying to bring in other Jews to the movement through this, or is it kind of not that, Machiavellian?
Well, we don't have like a big think tank and trying to figure out what this is going to do to our image. You know, if he moves his eyebrow like that or whatever he does. But
because I get mail, I mean, just people, you know, in the Lubavitcher community who know that I'm Jewish, they send me email all the time inviting me to this and that. There's a lot of kind of internal Jewish recruiting,
right,
with your group.
Yes. We're here for our Hasidic sect. Chabad is here for everyone else. That's what we do. So, has anyone ever come over to you on the street and say, "Excuse me, sir, you Jewish?"
Yes.
Yeah. So that's us.
That's you guys.
That's us. You know, it's like we're a certain club, like the we work for the CIA, and it's like, hey, are you an agent? You know, come on board here. We'll wrap you up. We'll debrief you. You know, stuff like that.
So it's mendypellin.com.
So mendypellin.com.
And we have 20 seconds. What do you have coming up?
Coming up, we have a lot of different things. We have the behind the scenes of Leno. That's a lot of fun. Meeting all the producers, meeting Leno candidly. We have you could see.
I see you had a camera person with you. You're going to do behind the scenes at Brian Lehrer Live?
I think we have to. My wife's here.
It's got to be at least as much fun as Leno.
It's more fun. Come on, the guys here are great. I love.
Thanks a lot, Mendy.
Thank you very much for having me.
And that's it for tonight's show. We're here live Wednesday nights at 7:30. You can sign up for our free podcast and see the show's blog at cuny.tv. And please tune in to my daily radio show, The Brian Lehrer Show, weekday mornings at 10 on WNYC. Tomorrow morning, MTA Chief Lee Sander on how they plan to spend your congestion pricing money. That's at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning on 93.9 FM and AM 820 WNYC. Have a great night.